welcome back to the show. Looking sharp, bud.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for being here. How's the show going? It's the SNL season finale this weekend.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. Will Ferrell and Paul McCartney.
Come on, bud.
That's pretty good.
That's fantastic.
People are like, it's so good. People are like, is the show ending? This is too good.
Yeah, it's too good of it.
Like, I don't think so. I
It's
think they
so
would have
fun.
told me.
And it's going well?
It's going great. I mean, Will is, as you know,
Oh, he's
if
unbelievable.
not the best, one of the best ever.
Ever, yeah, exactly. But thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedule to come here.
I'm happy to procrastinate and not do any work upstairs.
I know, they must be going crazy. But we all know you from Weekend Update, and you're fantastic at that on Saturday Night Live, and we love you. But this year, you've been crushing it as Pete Hegseth in these cold opens. Man, oh man, it's funny. Here you are in a sketch with Matt Damon and Aziz Ansari.
Yeah, it was really fun. I mean, it's very intimidating to have to go out and act next to Matt Damon. Like
He's pretty good.
He's a very skilled and accomplished actor.
He's a
and
pretty great
as you
actor.
know, at SNL, you just have to pretend like you could hang. And
Yeah.
it's been really fun to do. And
How did it happen? Did they just...
yeah, just some writers. I don't even know exactly how it happened. I know like Deitch and Jake and Streeter,
Yeah.
and they asked me, do you think I could try it at the table read? And I did it at the table read, but then I still didn't know if it was gonna get in, and then it worked a dress, but I still
Are they gonna recast me?
Yeah, recast or cut. And they basically told me about it, and I just watched some video of Pete Hegseth. It was the one where he like summoned all the generals to come meet him, and then basically called a bunch of them fat, like to their faces. Remember that? He was like, I don't want these fat generals.
Yes.
And it cut to the generals, and they were like, whoa.
Me?
I flew out for this? And the best part about it was he was like, we're gonna start twice a year. We're gonna check everyone's weight, and we're gonna check everyone's height. People forget he also said twice a year he's gonna check grown men's height.
Yeah.
I was like, how many of these 30-year-old dudes are just shrinking? And they have to get kicked out of the military?
Yeah.
It was insane. We were pitching, we were talking, like in the writer's room, we were pitching ideas for one of the cold opens like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, would it be funny if Hegseth just did that Bible verse that they have in Pulp Fiction? Remember, they're like from Ezekiel,
yes.
the Samuel
12,
Jackson.
17, yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it, and we were like, that would be too ridiculous. That would be, and it would take up all this time in the cold open. It would seem like we wouldn't. And then he for real did it.
Yeah, that's right. Dude, he for real did it.
Like 2 weeks later.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, well, the good news is I'm being surveilled.
Yeah, that's a good, yeah.
So that's
They're
a
listening.
relief.
The room is listening.
It was crazy.
I was going to ask you, because you've written so many of these cold opens, was it weird now and different that you're in them and you're...
Very weird. I mean, I feel so lucky to have gotten to do it and to get to perform. Like, when someone gives you that to go try and perform something, you know, it's like such a gift.
But do you give notes dressed as Hegseth and you're like...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I also, having written so many cold opens in the past, and I'm very last minute with my changes, as anyone who's worked at the show will know. And now, being on the other side, I feel like I owe a lot of former cast members apologies. Like anyone who was in a cold open for the last 10 years. I'm like, why did I put you through this?
I should have had changes in earlier, yeah. I remember doing like SNL, if you did a sketch or wrote a sketch, or you're in character and you're dressed up and you're going, no, we gotta cut that because blah, 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 we're 2 minutes over and we gotta cut this. And someone's like, dude, you're dressed as a chicken. And I go, I know, I understand. I know, but I'm being serious, but I forget.
To put it in perspective.
Because, yeah, exactly, yeah, when you're running around. I also saw you got to hang out with your buddy and our buddy, Kate McKinnon, recently.
Oh my God,
That's
yeah.
our pal. Where was
Look
this?
at that. I'm still learning how to pose for photographs.
That's good.
Yeah, no, thanks. Yeah, I feel so natural.
Where was this?
So we got invited to. My agent called me. And was like, "Would you go to this event? Appear at this event? You and Kate McKinnon. You could both speak together at this event." And I didn't quite understand what it was. And I was like, sure, I would go have lunch with Kate McKinnon. So yeah, we might as well speak and hang out and do something. And so I'm on my way to Philadelphia, and I still don't exactly know what it is. And I'm driving out of Philadelphia, and I get sent the lineup of what the show is gonna be, like the speakers in order of who it's gonna be. So the lineup of this event was, first was George W. Bush. That was opener.
So you're following.
That was out of the gate,
Okay.
George W. Bush.
Sure.
Then it was Tom Brady and Jason Kelce together. Then it was Tina Fey.
Okay.
Then it was Joe Biden. Then it was Barack Obama.
What?
Then it was Curveball Nicole Kidman. Then it was Michelle Obama. This is somehow real. Then it was Bill and Hillary Clinton together.
What?
Then it was me and Kate.
What is this bit?
And then after us was Garth Brooks. Like, how insane is that lineup?
That's a fun room to
It
hang.
really is. I wish I had known who was going to be there. I would have gotten there on time to see it.
I want to hear all these
I will
people.
see all those people.
And how
then
did you do?
it was really fun. I mean, I just came out and I literally said to the crowd, like, why are we here?
Yeah. This sounds like something that would only happen to you, though. It's so funny.
It was great. It was
It's very
wonderful.
you.
And then it was just it was really funny because they had backstage just like everyone had the space for their water bottle, and it was like just the names of everyone there. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
I want to just collect these.
I know.
Yeah,
I want
exactly.
to taste a little of each one. And I did.
I got to say congratulations on Pop Culture Jeopardy, by the way.
Thank you.
You are fantastic in this. You got nominated for an Emmy, by the way.
Oh, yes,
Come on,
thank
bud.
you very much. That's so good.
Not just
Thank you.
SNL. You get nominated for an Emmy for SNL,
Oh,
but now
great.
this is a solo. This is your solo album.
Solo.
Yes,
Yes,
this is what you're doing.
This is my right after leaving the Beatles, McCartney.
Yes, this is your McCartney.
Yes, no,
Yeah.
it was very wonderful. The team there is the whole Jeopardy team is incredible. Like it's been so fun to do, and the contestants are so excited and so insanely knowledgeable about the dumbest stuff, and it's really inspiring.
Yeah, no, it's Jeopardy for me. I love this show so much. It's great. But do you know a lot of pop culture?
I'm so much better at regular Jeopardy than I am at pop culture Jeopardy. Because,
Really?
Yeah, because I just don't know.
Enough. Yeah, it is enough. Yeah, but it's really great, and
It
you're
is.
great at it. So new episodes air on Netflix, and then
Yeah, like every night, I think there's a new episode till the semifinals and finals that are coming in early June. And I gotta say, if you're a fan of Jeopardy at all, or just like general games, the semifinals and finals you can't believe the twists and turns of these games. It has nothing to do with me. They're incredible. They're incredible. I didn't rig them, but the games and how they work out are like some of the best games of
Really?
any Jeopardy I've ever seen.
Isn't it fun? That's fantastic.
It's very
Congratulations
lucky,
on
very
that. And now I want to talk about you're in a new movie with our pal Nate Bargatze.
Yes.
The Breadwinner.
Great. Yes.
The Breadwinner. This is, by the way, it's hilarious. It's you and Nate and Mandy Moore. How do we explain the film?
Well, Nate, I play a character named Connor because I only like to play roles that are like within 3 letters of my actual name.
So smart.
you
That's
know?
so smart.
So I
Don't get-
transform into Connor.
Yeah.
But the idea is Nate is like the breadwinner of his family. He's like a car salesman.
Yep.
And his wife is like the ultimate stay-at-home mom, is all dialed in.
Yep.
And then she has this like device, and she goes on. It helps organize their kids' lives, and she goes on Shark Tank. There's a really funny Shark Tank scene, and they're like, we want to invest in you, but Nate has to stay home with the kids.
Yeah.
And so Nate has to stay home with the kids, and I'm the only stay-at-home dad in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And so
That's your thing.
I become really worried that he's going to take over my territory.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, all I have are these
That's
moms.
my thing. Yeah. I'm the stay-at-home dad.
Yes, and
yeah,
so
that's your move.
Nate comes in, and I'm pretty concerned about him taking over my role.
It's super funny. I want to show everyone a clip. Here's Colin Jost in The Breadwinner. Take a look at this.
Un momento. What was that? Katie told me to drop forks off. Not the forks. Talking to the moms. If you need to bring the moms something, bring it to me. Okay? Bring it to me. I bring it to them, see?
Okay.
You know, and if you want to hang out, don't hang out with the moms, hang out with this guy. Just let me know. Even tonight, we can grab a drink. Bowl?
Bowl?
We'll do a bowl.
What?
But in the meantime, stay away from here. Okay? Mi mamas no son tus mamas.
That's how you do it right there. Colin Jost, everyone.
Multilingual.
The Breadwinner is in theaters May 29th, and Saturday Night Live is all new this weekend with host Will Ferrell, musical guest Paul McCartney. More Tonight Show after the break. Stick around. Come on back.